welcome back to Sparrow's Nest Farm. I just wanted to do a quick update today. It's actually kind of sprinkling. It's been raining for the past 7 days. It's been about a week since my last update, so I thought I'd let everyone see what is growing in the make-do garden. We'll start here. My lettuces are all popping up. As you can see, I did put garden markers out because I literally forgot where I had planted everything in those little pots there. Like shortly after making the video, I forgot what was there. So I went back and watched the video and made my notes and made my garden markers, and that'll make my husband happy too. Happy husband, happy life, right? Okay, so anyways, salad greens are looking good. I've got a few weeds to pull out of there, but they should come up thick enough to choke out the weeds here shortly. Over here, I've got little starts of jalapeno peppers, which I'm super excited about. There was supposed to be onions in this bed as well. I'll stop doing that so it'll quit. There was supposed to be onions in this bed as well. However, when I pulled them out to bring them down to plant, they were all dried up and shriveled, and I'm pretty sure they're no good anymore. I bought them too early. It's frustrating, but that is what it is. The kale, collard, and chard bed. That is some Swiss chard. And that. Or maybe that's kale. Oh gosh. Guys, now I don't remember which one. Well, it's either Swiss chard or kale. The collards are in the middle, and I do not think that they are coming up yet. There are some weeds in this bed. See this little guy here? Is a weed. So I do still have some weeding to do, but if it starts raining on me, I'm going in the house. In these little pots, we got nothing but weeds so far. And same with the squash tub. Nothing but weeds so far. Let me see if I can find something that isn't just weeds. The echinacea's weeds. The mint's just weeds so far. Alright. I got my tomato starts out. This one is a patio cherry tomato. Pretty sure it's not heirloom or anything, but it is non-GMO, so I'm happy with that. Zinnias, which I know that's way overplanted and I'm going to have to thin. I did that with a lot of these beds. I way overplanted them, knowing that I would come back and thin them out later. But a lot of my seeds were so old, I wanted to make sure that I got something. So I'm okay with doing that. This will be orange cherry tomatoes. They're called Sun Golds. We got some of these a few years ago, and Whit just really loved them. So I wanted to try and make sure I had some in the garden this year. See if I can get that. That is my sweet peas popping up. Yay. Super excited to see those. All of the sweet pea beds have some in them. It's Amish paste tomato. I like to use those for pasta sauces and things. This is radish, turnips, and beets, and as you can see, the radishes are always the champion for coming up real quick. But you can see that I planted pretty thick all the way through here, and it's coming up sparse, so probably when I thin this, I will spread them out to some of the places where they're not coming up. And that's just from having old seeds. I just wasn't sure if they were gonna germinate at all, so that's okay. In the middle, right there, there. I'm freaking my camera out. Those are turnips. And then there are beets coming up right there. Whoops. There. So everything in here is coming up beautifully. Very happy. Over here, this is lemon basil. And there are sweet peas coming up in this little trough as well. And I'm hoping they come up and get going pretty quickly so that the basil doesn't fill in and choke them out too fast. I only have a few peas going right now, even though it's my favorite, because we're kind of getting to the end of pea season here pretty quick. This is an amethyst basil. I wanted to try. I don't know if they're considered a red or a purple, but I just think they're so beautiful. And I wanted to try making purple pesto. So I got those, and they look great. And since I'm sure it's going to rain again today, they'll get watered in nicely and hopefully thrive. And there are peas coming up in the back of that trough too. Alright, nothing coming up in the green beans but weeds so far. Lots of weeding to do. Now this one is Cherokee purple tomato, and I'm really excited about this. Anything with that deep red purple hue, like almost the darker it is, the more anthocyanins it has, which is really good for building a healthy immune system, for fighting free radicals. That's what I'm trying to think of. So eat your rainbow, because you miss out on a lot of vitamins, minerals, nutrients when you're only eating the same colors. And this tomato is the other one that I was really excited about. This is the mortgage lifter. And ever since the first time I heard about this type of tomato, I have wanted to grow it. It is an heirloom tomato. And these tomatoes are supposed to get like 2 up to 3 pounds a piece. So I'm super excited to see how well they do. Each of these blue pots has carrots in them, but the carrots take longer to germinate, and I don't know, they may not do well if it gets too hot too quickly. So just take a quick look here. All my garden markers. That, where is it? That bed there. We still need to shore it up so we can fill it. I do have green peppers to put in there and my black pole beans to go in there, but we've got to finish making it sturdy before we can plant that, so that just hasn't happened yet. Hopefully today we will get our first stone in to start covering up this weed fabric and keep the weeds down, hopefully, and just make it look nicer in here. So don't get used to where all the little pots are. They'll probably start changing after today, and it'll start looking more put together. Very productive day. I got the tomatoes and some of the peppers planted, as you saw already in the video, and then we got a truckload of rock, and we have almost everything done. We just need to finish the weed barrier and finish out a little bit of rock here, and it's ready to go. I'm really excited. I think it looks amazing. Happy Jen. So that's my quick garden update. I just want to encourage everybody, first of all, no matter where you're at, no matter what you have, you can grow your own food. Be encouraged. Try something. Even if it's just a little pot on your patio or balcony, or just small pots in your kitchen of herbs, just try something. Learn from your mistakes. Don't be afraid to try things you've never done before, because you will learn from it. You'll grow. You'll be better in the next season from the mistakes that you make. So don't be afraid of them. Embrace them. Keep trying. We have never been successful at peppers. I keep trying. I like peppers. I want to be able to grow beautiful peppers. And every year I learn something new, and I try again. And one day I'm going to get my beautiful peppers, even if I have to go to somebody else's farm to get them. I also want to encourage you, don't wait for the really beautiful days to get out and garden. I've been watching Jess and Jeremiah over at Roots and Refuge lately, and I was watching one of her older videos, and she said something that really struck me. Every garden needs a chair, because the best medicine for the garden is the gardener. And I think I would add to that, the best medicine for the gardener is the garden. Even on the days that are dreary and drizzly and rainy, get out there. Weed a bed. Just one. Spend some time. Talk to the plants. Pull off dead leaves. I promise. Good for them. Good for you. Until next time, thanks for watching. God bless.